The Grey Wolf 26RR is perfect for folks who are looking to haul a toy or do some like outdoorsy stuff. Like, it's also good for kayaks. It doesn't have to be like a motorcycle. But what's great is it's not a full-size, big, heavy, wide, tall, expensive toy hauler. Rather, it's a toy hauler in disguise. It has the same shape, size, and lighter weight of a normal travel trailer, but it gives you the ramp door here, which obviously can also now convert into a patio, which is something new it could never do before. Let's go inside. We're actually going to start in the back today, which is a little different from normal, but I think that's one of the main focal points of these rear ramp and what I call crossovers. Because it's not a normal travel trailer, obviously, and it's not what I call a true toy hauler. A true toy hauler is extra tall, it's extra wide, it's extra heavy, it's extra expensive. This is made to be purposely a little more smaller, streamlined, because not everybody has a side-by-side ATV. I know a lot of folks do, and I mean, understand, I definitely have plenty of other toy hauler options here for you. But this is made for that little more casual person, or for that person who just doesn't have a big toy, or like a smaller vehicle, because again, perfect for half tons. Because at 5,060 pounds, you look at this and you say, I could tow that, no problem. You have to remember what you're going to put into something with a ramp door like this. It's not just the weight of the trailer you need to budget. You also need to try to open the crystal ball and rub it real shiny and try to picture what else are you going to do with it. Now, what I like about the 26RR is even if you don't have a toy, it's just a good floor plan, because you've just got this giant mega rear dinette which folds down into something about the size of a king bed. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty darn close. But this can fold down into a bonus sleeper. Now, if you want to, you could grab a couple chairs, like little Euro rocker recliners. You can throw those up there by that door side picture window, which is great, and have a perfect little couples rig here. But what's nice is it gives you the flexibility to be able to bring a toy, fold the benches up out of the way, load it up, and then once you're unloaded, you can fold the benches down and regain a living room. And that is something that a full private garage cannot do. A full private garage, you can turn it into a 3 seasons outside type room, but you lose so much of your living space. And this one gives you the choice of doing that. Now, the table here, you can see the elliptical base. It can fold down into a sleeper. What's neat though is it's got all of your countertops or tabletops in this are a sealed edge pressed membrane. So if you want to take this outside, even if it's a humid day, no problem. It's not going to peel and flake and split off of you. The loading area here, you have up to a maximum of 16 1/4 feet of potential load length. Now that is a best case scenario measurement all the way up here. I apologize, I failed to bring a tape measure with me today, and I'm kicking myself because I didn't even think about it till I said something right now. I don't know offhand what the measurement is from here to the wall. If you're looking for that, which, if you've got like some kind of, golf cart, you're like, hey, how much room do I have between all that stuff? Give our team a call. We'll walk out here, rain, sleet, snow, whatever. We'll measure stuff for you to make sure it's going to fit. We want to measure twice and buy once, guys. We don't want to have to try to undo a sale. You don't want that. We don't want that. None of us want that. I'd rather hit this thing right up front. Unfortunately, I failed to bring a tape measure. Apologies. Now, what's deceptive here is you see that it looks like an old Fleetwood Mallard on the outside. You've got a brown skin and a big red stripe down the side. I call this the red stripe edition for obvious reasons. It looks very plain. But guys, you have to understand how actually progressive and highly equipped Cherokee trailers are. This being a member of the Cherokee family. They're literally Forest River's #1 selling series of travel trailers out there, and currently the fastest growing series of travel trailers on the market. These guys are on fire right now. So why is that? Well, all LED lights, and plenty of them, especially here in the kitchen. Now, it's a nice bright day, so these lights don't look terribly impressive right now. But even under the stovetop hood, they've got a pair of LED lights under there, not even a single incandescent bulb. My luxury fifth wheels don't even have that here. These guys have done a great job. They don't shrink back their overhead cabinetry to try to save weight and cost. This is not the less expensive Forest River travel trailer. There's plenty of Forest River trailers out there, and there's nothing wrong with them. They represent a more basic level. In terms of a wood skeleton trailer, this is the highest equipment package thing that Forest River builds. They have more equipment and higher grade equipment. Now, I'm sure You could probably find a different Forest River trailer with the same layout for a little less money, but you're going to start giving things up. Like this has all hardwood cabinet door framing instead of stapled particle board. You've got that farmhouse stainless steel recessed sink with that matching flush mount sink cover right there. Plywood box drawers, not particle board drawers. The little upgraded LED lit handles on the stovetop here, which is a perfect little nightlight, by the way. You've got all these little extra things and differences you won't find in even some of the sister products here, because this is not the price point trailer. This is a high equipment trailer. But what's interesting is with their volume purchasing power, because they are such a big, successful brand, we have found that we can basically price these for the, rivaling that of the budget brand Forest River trailers out there. And I'm not bashing other products. I think that every RV is the best for a different reason. But these guys have proven that they're the best at what they do in their camp, The entry area here, I love where the entertainment center is set up. I like that pretend brick print, paneling there. It just gives a nice accent, but I love that shoe garage right when you walk in the door. That's just such a key clutch thing right there, I think. Now, these D-rings, these have a 2,500 pound rating, and that is about 1,000 pounds more than what you typically find out there. A lot of these, when you see these type of D-rings out there, a lot of brands are going to say 1,500 pound rated, because they're screwing just into OSB decking that as you pull on it, it will start to degrade and break down. We are walking right now on 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor decking, which is one of those extra things that they do here in the Cherokee family to help keep their product held together long term. They don't do extra long warranties on these. It doesn't mean that they couldn't. It means that you're not paying for it. And that's not who Cherokee is. Cherokee is all about things that don't expire. Like, I carry different brands here. I carry other trailers that have 3-year structural warranties. I carry other trailers that have 2-year bumper to hitch warranties. They're great. But warranties expire. And waterproof countertops, stainless steel sinks. Equipment does not. That's the difference. That's who these guys are. This is built to be very pretty and aggressive right up front, but it's built to maintain value over time. That's what this product is. It's a really smart complement of things they put together. But what I think is so cool about this, because again, remember I call it a crossover. I'm not calling this really a toy hauler. You've just got an awesome, normal bathroom up here. You've got an awesome, normal bedroom with a walk-around bed. And you get all of this in a half-ton towable rig. And it's carpetless. It's easy to clean. You've got the same countertop, the same waterproof countertop, the same backsplash here that you have in the kitchen. Something that Cherokee does in all their models. They have some of the largest in-class medicine cabinets and vanities in their bathrooms. Now you've got the easy entry split open shower door, so that you don't have to, try to walk around a swinging door while navigating through a bathroom. We've got both a skylight and not just a power vent fan, but the bigger, Create-A-Breeze style fan up here, so that we get the superior airflow quality. And that's one of the reasons they have slotted doors on these. That's why the door doesn't touch the ceiling, so you can actually use airflow exhaust. The fan in the bathroom can be an airflow exhaust for the whole house, basically. Now, they're also very good about linen space. And, that's... Bathrooms being awesome are one of the things that I think has always made Rockwood RVs very successful. And I think Cherokee took note of that. They said, you know what? We can improve our bathrooms and instantly find a lot of success. Now, at a glance, this is going to look really funny. You're like, why is this all lumpy? I did this to kind of demonstrate something here. This is, under the left side of this is one of the cushions from that fold-up bench. I just kind of stuffed it on top of the mattress and put the bedspread on top of it. But what's kind of neat is if you do that with both of them, you can kind of extra pad the bed if you don't want to use those benches in the back. Or it's just a great place to store it during shipping. You can just lay them on the bed and then throw them back on the benches when you're done. But easy walk-around bed up here. Largest in-class bedroom windows. And another thing I like? This window here, it goes not just high and big, but down low. So that if you're laying in bed and someone knocks on your door, you can peek around the corner here. You don't have to get up and out of bed or anything. I mean, it just gives you better campsite visibility, plus more light. Now notice, household and USB outlets. Not terribly uncommon, but what is uncommon? Is getting household and USB outlets on both sides of the bed. You'll also find more of those in other areas of the RV back in the living room I didn't point out quite yet. So a full overhead cabinet, not just a shelf. You know, they don't skimp on storage space or anything. This is, you know, a lot of people will call any wood skeleton trailer starter class or entry level, but this is made to be a full feature, highly equipped brand. Case in point, that patio party deck on the back here. They were the first guys in this category to do that. And even a lot of laminated travel trailer toy haulers that are far, far more expensive, they weren't doing it. Cherokee is so aggressive and progressive that they decided they're going to put a patio deck on this little thing, this little half-ton towable toy hauler, if you will, and they forced these other big-name laminated expensive trailer brands to follow suit. They have so much pull in the industry that they're even affecting things that are tens of thousands of dollars more expensive. Let's hop outside and see how she's put together. And again, at a glance out here, you're like, ooh, this looks plain. It's so deceptive. These things, they're a robot in disguise. They're transformers. There's so much more to them than you realize. Like at a glance, you don't think much of it, but you start looking at the attention to detail. You know what toy haulers are not great or are known for in the travel trailer industry? Good storage access on the outside. And you can see that that even kind of slips around the corner under the bed. And now, here's some detail stuff for you. If you look right around the door jambs of their baggage doors, you see all that black wood material there? They put a hard seal coat treatment on any exposed wood around baggage doors because you know what? When it's raining, when it's drizzly, when it's crappy snowy weather like it is today, there's a chance that you're going to get moisture on that. And wood is a water-starved material. So the wood that is most likely to get water contact is protected so that you're not going to have rotten wood, you know, stinking up everything in your baggage compartment right under your master bed. Simple solar charge prep port here. If you're interested in those portable panels, we have those available through our parts and service center here at Haylett RV because we only do everything here at Haylett RV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between. Right up front, you can't really see it right now, but right under that jack down there, or right behind it rather, is an outside grill connect. All Cherokee and Grey Wolves have a little outside gas grill quick connect right up by that front corner. And I kind of like that it's not under the awning, so you don't have to worry about the awning potentially trapping any of the smells, odors, greases, whatever. Power awning with LED lighting. You've actually even got LED backlit speakers. We'll see those as we come around the other side. Power tongue jack, that stuff's pretty common. I want to point out an interesting thing though, and this is one of the differences between Grey Wolf and its technical big brother Cherokee, even though they are shockingly similar. And that is that this has a custom engineered integrated chassis, integrated A-frame into the chassis. What that allows this RV to do is ride lower to the ground. This has a lower center of towing gravity. This has a lower entry height. Like you notice the Grey Wolves have 2 steps for the entry and Cherokees have 3. That's because the whole body sits lower to the ground. It's easier in, easier out, less headwinds towing, less tipsiness in towing. That's what these guys are good for, see? Now the Cherokees tend to be bigger models, the Grey Wolves tend to be smaller. Kind of makes sense. The nose, they're very consistent there. They have an extremely thick painted aluminum nose that so much of the rest of the industry has just absolutely ripped off and duplicated, because that's what R&D stands for in camping. And don't get me wrong when I say that. Cherokee's done their own fair share of rip off and duplicate, you know, but there's nothing wrong with that. If somebody, there's very few original ideas left out there, ladies and gentlemen, but there's a difference between a good idea that's executed well and a good idea that's executed poorly. These guys are obviously executing better than anyone else in their camp and better than all but one other brand in the entire marketplace. I'd say they're executing pretty darn well, as a matter of fact. So what are they doing different? Well, walk-on roof, 3/8 roof decking. You know, the roof holds like 2,800 to 3,200 pounds, depending on the model. A lot of campers can match that, though, so I don't want to talk much about that. They have a little bit better, on average, 12-inch onsetter wall studs. 16 is pretty good, so they've got structure where it counts. And I already kind of hit on that with their plywood tongue and groove floor decking instead of OSB decking. OSB floor decking's okay. This is heavier grade. This is built to support more weight, which is, again, why they have a little bit better pull ratings on their tie-downs. So the patio party deck, again, this is one of the biggest parts of the most recent updates they've put to this product, because this floor plan's existed for years. It's been one of their best sellers for a long time, and it probably will continue to be so, even though so many other brands have copied this thing. The Grey Wolf version just continues to crush all of them. I think there's something to be said for being the original instead of being the photocopy, you know what I mean? But this is new. Previously, you couldn't get this party deck even added to a Grey Wolf aftermarket. There's certain reinforcements that have to be done to the RV's rear ramp door frame and the rear ramp itself to accommodate this. This is one of the major reasons. If you've been looking at a 26RR in the past, you're going to notice it went through a very noticeable price increase compared to even 6 months ago at the time of this filming. That is because there's more structure and more equipment on the back of this. It's not just, oh, we added a couple cables. It's the cables, it's the gate system, it's the extra reinforcement in the door, and the entire chassis redesign that is required to be able to support this much weight hanging out over negative space. So that's rated for 3,000 pound loading, 1,500 pound in camp mode, just like big bad fifth wheels. They've got the same capacity on here, but that took money and structure to accomplish. I just want you guys to understand, you know, if you've been shopping with us for years, because I know a lot of people will shop these things for 2-3 years, then they finally get ready to pull the trigger, and suddenly, I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's 800 bucks or 1,200 bucks more. I know it's a very noticeable amount more than before. This is one of the major reasons why right here. But they did it because this is what people were really big time outcrying for. Because like when you wake up, you know, obviously you're probably not going to be out toy hauling in weather like this. But if you wake up and the ground's wet or it was raining the night before, you don't want to, you know, go stomping around in the mud or anything like that. Or you just want a nice private hangout with friends, family, away from the foot traffic at the nose of the RV. Or like if you go like to, I don't know, music festivals and you pull in and you swing this thing around where you can just sit there and kind of be up on a perch and hang out and holler at people when they're walking by. Whatever it is, this thing is just fun. And what is a recreational vehicle if not recreational? Isn't that funny? They kind of figure this out. Don't know if you notice inside too, but they also have central air conditioning running through the roof of this, which is something that at this class and price point you don't always get. Sometimes, not always. Quite a bit, but not always. So this is, if you choose to mount a TV inside, you throw a DVD in, it will mirror and play out here. These speakers, dirty as they are from the shipping grime that was thrown from the truck onto this otherwise beautiful camper, have backlit LEDs on here. And as long as we're talking about shipping grime, I want to take a moment to point this out. Our pricing at Haylett RV that we clearly publish right on our website. You don't have to call us and give us your social security number just to see, you know, what a price tag is going to be. I don't care if you do or don't have a trade. We publish it. Our price doesn't change. It includes things like cleaning the RV. So all this grime, it ain't going to be there when you take it home. We show you how it works. We include water and electric surge protectors, propane fill, battery. We make the RV camp ready. That's what we do here. Now the MORryde step above system, this is my preference of the two stable step systems that are out there. The reason I say that is it feels stronger, more solid, and frankly, anything I've ever seen MORryde apply their name to is basically the best at what they do. Now you do have an anti-slam entry door, so the wind's not going to catch that thing and bang it against the side of the trailer. We also have that big folding entry handle standard on here, so you don't have to worry about adding that aftermarket, which can sometimes be a problem. It's not always just as easy as screwing it to the side of the trailer. So, if that sounds good to you, give us a call. We'll get you camping. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.